Hey guys, just Jerry from Showtime Audio. Just wanted to show you a little thing on this 2021 Bronco Sport. Something that we find with the signal. So when you're adding an aftermarket system to this car, you need to add load resistors. Now what load resistors do is fix the signal, because the signal, even though it plays, it is dirty. We're actually going to show you. So what we're going to do is we're going to test the signal without the load resistors, and then we'll show you the signal with the load resistors so that you can see how much of a difference that actually makes. We don't like to guess, we like to test, right? So one of them, if you can look at the signal, so the signal is supposed to be fluid, right? So that's a sine wave. We're playing a 1 kilohertz test tone. Basically that's a tone so that we can look at the signal and see what it actually looks like. And as you can see, the signal is not fluid. It's got all this jaggedness going up and down. What that is distortion. So that basically is coloring the sound. So you're not getting a clean signal. So if you take that signal, feed it into an amplifier, and then amplify it, all you're doing is amplifying all that dirtiness, all that bad sound. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add one of these load resistors, and if you watch that, as soon as I plug it in, do you see how fluid the signal is? I mean, it's just totally cleaned up. So now it's a nice fluid signal, and I'll show you. So if I unplug it, give it a second, all the dirtiness is back. So this is a huge thing to be conscious of in these brand new cars, because you'll spend all this money on all this amazing gear, and if the shop that is installing it doesn't check for things like this, you'll always be wondering why the car just doesn't sound quite right. And all that over a simple, you know, couple of like $30, $50 parts will change the difference. So the gear and everything is great, but you also have to make sure that the technician that's installing it knows and is doing these things. Now this is going to be a really loud vehicle, so we're using these Hertz ST25 Neos tweeters, and we're going to add them to the pillars. So what we're going to do is we've made this ABS piece that's going to in essence bolt onto here, and then we made the tweeter and we lasered this wooden piece that the tweeter will actually mount to. So we're going to marry these two together, fiberglass it, and then that whole assembly will make it so that it bolts to the A-pillar pod. These are the SPL Show ST25s. These things are massive. So as you can see, as far as the tweeter goes, this thing is gigantic. So what I did is I lasered a structure so that we can build a pod and still be able to remove the unit, but also to mount it securely. So the way this thing mounts is it has this ring, and then the unit actually falls out the back, right? So, but I mean, it's close. So that's what we end up with. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stretch it with fabric and resin it so that it becomes a solid one-piece object. So right now it's just the shell, and the shell is there so that when I stretch the material, it doesn't sag, and I still have enough room to be able to still install this. I mean, it fits barely, but as you can see our tolerances there. I mean, it fits by the hair of its chinny chin chin. So we'll show you more once I actually have it glassed. So the nice thing about this is we'll end up being able to mold this to the A-pillar. We can mold it to a side panel. So in essence, it can go anywhere, and I mean, literally, you know, it'll fit. So as you can see, we wrapped it in real cloth material to create the structure, and then we actually C8 it to create some rigidity. So the nice thing is now we'll sand this, body work it, and fix the shape, but the structure is there. We can now install and remove the tweeter without knowing that it's going to fit.
Alright guys, so we have the amp board set up here already for the Bronco we're working on. We have an Audison 4-channel, 500 watts for the interior speakers, and then we have the Sound Digital 3000 watts for the bass side. We're probably going to be running 4 12s on here, Audiomobiles, and then we have the audio control LC7i. which enhances the bass side because the Bronco has a roll off. Like at 40 to 30, it rolls off on the bass. So this will help the bass output, and it'll also give us our input for the interior speakers. So the amp board, it's actually under where the spare tire goes, and we removed one of the foam trays that's in there for like tools or whatever that's not being used, and we made this board. We exaggerated the size a little bit. The tire still fits in there, and we actually picked up a couple mounting points there, and I'm gonna have to make a small bracket here to hold this down, and we'll show you guys the foam piece that we removed. And it kind of looks factory still, and the cover goes on. You will never notice that it's under there. Now the way I prepped the amps is backwards basically. So we prepped the amps. We have all our wires already. They're, you know, lengths cut to size, pre-measured, and then we just have to pop this in there, bolt it down, and run all our wires, the power, the grounds, our speaker wires. We have our bass knob, our signal wires, and then our door speaker wires and the tweeters to the front. So this is how the car originally looked with the factory foam trays under here, which we're going to remove this one from here. This snaps right off of there, and there's two existing bolts there that we're going to use to mount, and then I'm going to make a bracket off of this seat bolt to hold the rest of the tray in there, the amp board.